What's up, y'all? This is Room Service 49 brought to you by J Smooth. And
Showtime Sticks, baby.
all right, so this is our very first podcast video.
Yeah.
We came together. We wanted to collaborate and just bring the things that we find joy and passion in, put it, on the screen for you guys to enjoy. So we're just gonna talk about this a little bit. Where for you? Where did the inspiration for wanting to do this come from?
Mainly for me, I've been talking about sports my whole life. Like, I'll be watching games, saying stuff as the commentator saying it.
Right.
You know, like, those are the type of things that I just enjoy doing. I enjoy searching up whoever I'm interested in, whether it's somebody on the 49ers, Lakers, or whatever. But I'm also interested in, like, relationship advice, relationship topic stuff, because I am married and I have 3 kids.
Right.
And those things are very prevalent in my life. But sports, for me, it's been there since the beginning, you feel me? So, I mean, what better way just to be talking to your boys, talking to, to your girls, talking to whoever, just about sports, just in general, but mainly for right now, especially my Niners, but yeah. That's the main thing for me, man.
Absolutely. And I think for me, just same thing. We just put the time in to do the research and just dig deep with our team. And, we actually had an experience to go to training camp this year. And, bruh,
Man.
that was amazing.
Man, it really
was an amazing
was.
experience.
It really was, though. It really was.
So we just want to give our insight. There's a lot of stories out there regarding Trey Lance, of course. So we want to go ahead and talk about what we think as far as his development and what we think he's going to do this season. Right now, I guess we'll talk about what happened today. First preseason game.
For real.
So, what did you notice about Trey Lance? We watched the first half there. So tell me something that you noticed about him.
For me, today he looked a little bit more uncomfortable than what I seen when me and you went to training camp. And the first preseason game that we went to. To me, he looked like Trey had a grasp of the offense. He looked comfortable in the position. Looked like he had command, control. Today, just didn't feel like he had that much time. To me, it felt like the offensive line really failed him today. But he also took another learning curve, because he really didn't have those deep shots. He didn't have the team, the first offensive line. He didn't have Trent Williams there with him. But he did have some weapons out there. He had Debo, he had George Kittle and all them. He had some weapons, and he tried to make it work with Debo one play. But, the pass got broke up. But apparently, that's been happening a lot in training camp. Them two haven't got on the same page yet. Not that worried about it, though, just because it's preseason.
Debo got that
We
bag and
talking
forgot how
about
to catch.
preseason. It's the last game of preseason, so it's supposed to mean something. But I just didn't really get that vibe tonight. I feel like Trey got pulled early. And
Yeah, he did.
So I didn't get that vibe. Like he played pretty efficient, but it was a little dumb stuff. It wasn't nothing impressive. I didn't really hard to judge from that game.
Yeah, Trey definitely. I thought he looked good. Just like you said, O-line, man. We'll get to them in a second. But O-line, they weren't giving them time. So, but I did like what I seen in spurts with the O-line. They were able to protect a little bit, I felt. Trey Lance, I think he, given some time, I think there would have been some big shots tonight. What you think?
I feel like every game there's gonna be a couple big shots. Of course, he's not gonna hit every one of them like tonight he didn't hit, but there's gonna be way more. Like Jimmy wasn't even throwing those. So the fact that Trey even takes those chances, and we all gotta remember, like, I don't care what college you from, what platform, period. Don't nobody go through a whole season and not throw no interceptions. So this man is clearly smart enough to know how to take care of the ball. And if there's any time to take chances and try some stuff or try to work on weaknesses or whatever, it's practice. It's preseason. So that's why you can't really put too much in on it, man.
Absolutely. It was Jimmy G threw 5 picks in a practice. So you got to really understand.
In a row, though.
This
like
is Trey,
5 passes in a row.
This is Trey Lance's first. This is basically his first real season, rookie season. So, I mean,
Jimmy went to a Super Bowl that year. You throw 5 picks in a row in practice. and he goes to Super Bowl that year. So it goes to show how much really putting into it. It's the same coach, so he clearly knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. I think
You know what I'm saying?
I think Kyle's gonna put Trey in.
Yeah, and his record for us doesn't really show that, but there's a lot that goes with that. Injuries for one.
Right.
We ain't even gonna talk about that right now. I just don't even get me started with them injuries. Man,
Jimmy Ward.
Jimmy
Ward.
Week 4 or 5 now you gonna start? Like, come on, man.
So he's on the PUP list now. Jason Barrett.
Yep.
My personal favorite, JV.
Of course,
Hope
man.
he come back. Definitely,
Of course, man.
Definitely starting though. Definitely starting. I think that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's my personal favorite too. You know,
That's my guy.
Just a little bit closer ties. You know,
Absolutely.
I went to high school with the man. Y'all did. You know, my wife went to high school with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's just good times. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty, so let's get back into the preseason. I have some notes here. I'm gonna go over some things that could have led to Trey Lance's underwhelming performance today. Some offensive line today. You know, a lot of questions going into who started from right guard. You know, how's Aaron Banks? Just some things that I noticed today. McKivitz, if he's our answer for right tackle, I don't trust it at all. Slow feet. He was just getting beat with simple stutter moves. No, that's not gonna work. Sorry. So McKivitz jumped off the tape
Not a
for me.
McKivitz fan, huh?
Not a McKivitz fan. A McKiv, no. So yeah, first series, he got beat. You know, gave up some pressure. Going through my notes here, let's see. But the offensive line, they did have some good runs. They did have some good pass protection today for all three quarterbacks, actually. So that was good to see. Bierford, Spencer Bierford, he had some nice blocking. He had a rollout block for Jeff Wilson on a play. Beautiful. Let me see here. There was, on the third drive, was the 1st and 5, second quarter. Perfect pass protection for completion of Ross Dwelly. So there was some very good things from the O-line today. So I think moving forward, I think there's going to be some ups and downs. I think that's where Trey's going to come in. He's just going to have to make some magic happen and, try and shadow those mistakes a little bit.
He's going to have ups and downs himself, you know. The only thing that's really going to shadow the mistakes is the defense. That's what's supposed to shadow the offensive mistakes this year is our defense.
Defense, and we could talk about the defense. Defensive line today, I thought they got dominated. They were getting pushed around by the offensive line by the Texans.
They were.
Really didn't, they had some moments. Menu, number 94, got in the backfield a few times. But other than that, they were getting stood up at the line and pretty much getting bullied. So, do I think that's what it's going to be moving forward?
Who did you like on defense?
Defense, Womack.
Yes, I was
Samuel
waiting for
Womack from Toledo.
That guy right there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, something that I noticed about him when he was in slot, he seemed natural, locked down. But when he was on the outside,
they put him on the outside. He definitely struggled a little bit.
But
he still did well. They did call that PI on him, but for the most part, he's a handsy guy. Like, he's better off being in the nickel. But I think today our defensive coordinator definitely threw him out there just to see what he could do. Mm-hmm. Because if he ended up going out there and playing just as well as he did in nickel, then oh my gosh, like, that opens up so much for our defense, especially come week 5 when we can actually get healthier again between Jimmy Ward and Jason, and Jason Barrett. So, yeah, man. I think our preseason was pretty good. We went 2-1. Records really don't matter. But what I saw from some of the young guys, especially the rookie class, I was actually very impressed with what I saw from them in a very short period of time. What did you feel about it?
Absolutely, man. I think these rookies now, they're coming in prepared. I'm a big fan of the O-line and D-line, so the things that I'm seeing mistakes, but I'm also seeing counters as well, counter success. So they just keep working hard. I think throughout the season, man, they're going to be fine. and I don't think I'm gonna stress the O line too much, especially with a quarterback like Trey Lance, somebody that's mobile, that can move the pocket. You got Kyle Shanahan that can call plays.
Exactly.
You know, put him in position, put maybe the O line in position to succeed too. So, I'm not worried. I'm not stressed at all.
Kyle Shanahan gonna scheme up some stuff that we don't forget about the O line. Like they gonna be moving left, right. You saw how much play action it was tonight. It was a lot of play action tonight. That's very encouraging because that's not easy to stop. You know, especially when you got your boys out there.
Absolutely.
Oh man, it's about to go down.
With Jimmy Garoppolo, he wasn't calling it this much.
Ooh, don't even say that man's name to me no more, man. Jimmy who? Jimmy Ward. That's the only Jimmy I know.
Jimmy, out of there.
Out of there. Right. Speaking of out of there, it's time for us to get out of here.
For sure.
To be honest, I'm ready to go to
thank
sleep.
Y'all. You feel me? Absolutely. We want to thank y'all for coming to Room 49 with us after dark.
Appreciate it.
We talk a little bit 49ers, but we got some more videos for you guys, more content. You know, we're out there. We're trying to get the real facts for you guys, give you guys a good show, along with some good information.
We appreciate y'all for coming out, man. You know, we just now starting out, so hopefully we can look back on this one day and laugh, but we're going to remember the day ones for sure. We're going to always have something for y'all.